Hi, welcome to Diecast QT. I'm QT, and in this video I'm going to be restoring a 1979 Matchbox Superfast Lincoln Continental. As you can see, it's missing some paint all over, and the wheels are a little bit shot, the windows are nearly opaque, and the roof's a bit scuffed. So we'll start by taking it apart as usual, drill out the posts, etc. Fluffing the wheels. Roof held on with a clip and it slides out, and that's held on with two plastic posts. So give that a Dettol bath and then move on to the plastics. So I use a small drill bit to get them posts out, just using fingertips. Try to get it out, and damn. So carry on regardless, we'll fix that afterwards. So eventually it comes off. Plastic's fine, but the roof has got a crack in it now. So out with the super glue and just a little dab on dentist's pick there. Just clean off the excess with a baby wipe. And leave that to dry. And then work on the windows. They're not too bad, just a few scuffs. And this is after it's already had a soapy bath, so most of the grime from the years is gone. So we'll start with some 2500 grit sandpaper, a bit of water. Satisfied with that, we move on to the 3000 grit. To get out the scratches from the 2500 grit. So moving on to the back windscreen, I'll start with a 3000 grit because it doesn't look too bad. But on inspection it could probably use a bit more aggressive rubbing. But those two tiny scratches are quite annoying, so I'll go to 2500 grit and give it some more aggressive rubbing. Slowly disappearing. Looks like it. So the front's still got a few tiny scratches in. So I get out the rubbing compound. So going to last me forever. That's how much I use. And it's just fingertip rubbing on this one. And this is just to take out the really tiny imperfection. So after that we give it a soapy bath, and this is the end result. And if we compare that with what it was like before, we can see there's a distinct difference in the shine. So looking at the roof, I completely battered it once we get apart, chipped the corner, snapped the side. So this is a fix-up job, so I thought I'd use super glue for this. So that's what the end result was before sanding. A nice solid lump. So I sanded it down a bit and tried to get it to shape. More or less there. So these wheels looking a bit rough. I don't think I can repair them. So have a look in my spares box and find this bus, and the wheels would work, but I don't really want to ruin the bus. So I'll switch to some green light wheels, which is my last port of call if I can't find any wheels. And then get some wire cutters to try and get these wheels off. Abandon those wire cutters. Get some better ones. And eventually after much squeezing, it pops. I never recovered the other half of that axle. So the green light axle is a little bit too big to fit through the available housing, so I kind of wear a hole there. Doesn't quite freewheel, but it's close enough. So get the casting out of the bath, get all the Dettol gooey paint off, and after much rubbing we end up with a casting with a few stubborn bits of paint on. So I'll get the Dremel and a copper brush, a bit of brass, one of the two. Give that a nice clean up, get rid of all the paint and oxidation, and finish up with some wire wool. And then off camera go over with a dentist pick to take the remaining paint out. And I'll give the base the same treatment. Tiny bits of wire flying all over the place. So let's lay down some primer. I decided to paint the roof because I had repairs done to it and I need to hide them. So that's Tamiya Fine Surface Grey. Give the base a go as well. Now I notice as I'm doing this that those wires that were flying everywhere are stuck in the paint, so I'll pick them out before it dries. And finally the casting. And I kind of overdo the priming on this one. That last spray there resulted in hiding all of the detail on the casting, so I had to rub it down and prime it again. So giving the plastics a dip in some Pledge Revive It. And leave them to dry with a dust cover. And then after the primer's dry we move to paint. So I was doing three colours. There was the white for the roof, aluminium for the base, and red for the casting. And my airbrush was playing up this day. I think there was a blockage in it somewhere. The paint just wasn't coming in. But I persevered. Managed to get the coats on eventually. Damp the roof with some tissue to give it a bit of a texture on the top. At this point I'll see if I can clear that blockage. So I'll take the airbrush apart, give everything a clean up, and then try with the aluminium. XF16. And now I discover this, the blockage is still there. But again, carry on regardless. Takes ages, but the base eventually gets done. So having got rid of all the remaining aluminium paint, I move to the red. I don't take the aluminium out of the mixing pot, so there's still some aluminium in there. So it gives it a slightly metallic metal finish. You can just see as it's going in. Now between the aluminium and the red, I actually gave the airbrush another thorough clean, and now it's working fine. So I laid the red down nice and thick. Still paranoid about the flow. So now it's time to put it together. Super glued the roof to the window. Nice shiny interior. I'll super glue one of the wheels to the end of the axles here. Fit the wheels, put the top and bottom together, screw them on, give it a polish. And we're finished. Let me know what you think.